Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Alien Syndrome for Game Gear again. We are now on round 3, which is the hardest round to date, but just you wait until round 4. Anyway, our one enemy are these leaping green things that will come out of nowhere. Kinda hard to see where they're gonna go. Your best bet is directly fire at them, especially if you have the homing fireball like I do, and just don't fire at the enemies unless you absolutely need to. I end up getting the enemies on the top. Well, obviously I get those enemies, but I also get the hostages on the top half of the level first, and then I go down here. I definitely do crowd control as much as possible in this part, because you do not want to fall into the pits. Much like the pits in round 2, you fall into the pits in round 3, you are going to lose a life. Especially since this is a one hit and you're dead kind of game. So yeah, you definitely just want to take your time on these narrow quarters here. Then I go down. This is where the work begins. And as always, I consult my map early and often. And I also try my best to avoid those projectiles, because I know that they're going to hit me. And after realizing that there is nothing that is going to be anywhere else around here, I suddenly remembered that there's a door here, and I blast that open, while also doing some much needed crowd control. And before I do that, I do look around and see if there's any other places I can go. There pretty much aren't. So I have to just go through the door, take care of the enemies as carefully as I can, take them down from a distance because I have the homing fireball, and make my way to the hostages. You definitely don't want to rush. You definitely don't want to rush through this round. I almost thought I was saying that you want to rush through this round. No, you don't want to rush through this round, just because of the one enemy type you'll be seeing the whole time. These big ugly green things that shoot projectiles at you. And while you can off-screen them, you're more than likely going to have to fight them even if you don't want to. Now, the last hostages that I get, I usually get those before I go down here. But I forgot about them, so I have to go get them. Thankfully, it's that door that I have to blast open just south of where I start. Yeah, I usually get the 4 that I can immediately get to, then I get to these, then I get to the hard part. But I accidentally deviated, so these things ended up being the last ones that I get. Though this part may be hard for you just because of the tight corners and the narrow passageways that you have to go through just to get these last 2 hostages. These last 2 people that you had to rescue. And I swore I was going to die there. Thankfully, I didn't. And now that we have all the hostages, we can go back to the northwest corner of the map. And then we can make our way to the door, but we do need to remember that enemies will come out through the exit door, so be careful here. Now for the boss. You need to blow up all of the legs, as well as the 2 orbs that orbit around in the center. I let the orbs make 2 orbits, and then I go to the lower right corner of the screen, where the orbs can't hit me. Nothing else can hit me, assuming I'm really good with what I'm doing as far as the homing fireball is concerned. And from here, I lay waste to the legs as much as I can. I definitely try to get hits on the orbs whenever I can. But most of the time, I'm going to be working on the orbs. Not the orbs, but the legs. I do take out one of the orbs a little early. Matter of fact, I do it right there. And this whole time, I also have to take out the worms, and there's the other orb taken out. Now that I got the orbs taken out, it's a lot easier to take out the legs. There are 8 legs on this thing. And if this thing's moving, you missed a leg. So you want to go back and get that leg. Thankfully, there's just 2 legs left. They're right up here in the north and northwest parts of the boss. Always making sure to take care of the worms whenever they show up, so that way they don't become much of a problem. And from here, now that the boss is completely immobile, I just stay close to the boss, but not close enough that the worms can hit me. And I just keep firing until the worms are out of the way and I get enough shots on the boss to take it down. Next up is round 4, which is the command room. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on the command room, which has a much more alien landscape to it this time. Definitely wasn't supposed to look like this. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!